Why does Steve Witkoff keep taking Russia's side? Trump's envoy isn't promoting peace. His interventions are helping Putin. There were conversations between involving Witkoff, where he was helping Putin sell his version of a ceasefire deal onto Trump, wasn't there? Does anyone have that, actually? I need that. Pay attention to the dates because the timing matters. Steve Witkoff spoke with Yuri Ushakov, a Russian official, on October 14th. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky held a meeting with President Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. on October 17th. Trump had been hinting that he would offer to sell Tomahawks, long-range cruise missiles, to the Ukrainian army, but he did not. Why not? Perhaps because Ushakov listened to Witkoff's advice and persuaded Russian President Vladimir Putin to call Trump on October 16th. Witkoff, in other words, may have helped block that sale, and that would have made Witkoff responsible for prolonging the war. Let me back up and explain. Man, it's so captivating how well written that is. Shit, have I got your attention now? Let me explain, Bob. Witkoff, a former real estate developer, is supposed to be negotiating a peace settlement between Russia and Ukraine. He is in theory acting on behalf of the United States, but also on behalf of millions of people who want peace in Ukraine and security in Europe. Ushakov, a former Russian ambassador to the United States, has different interests. Like his boss, he wants Russia to win the war. A tape of October 7th of the October 14th conversation has been leaked to Bloomberg. That's how we know Witkoff suggested to Ushakov that Putin call Trump. He also offered advice about what Putin should say. The Russian leader should flatter Trump, of course, which is standard advice for speaking to the American president. Compliment him on his great success in Gaza. Congratulate the president on this achievement. After that, Witkoff said, it's going to be a really good call. I can't believe this is how things go. It's fucking crazy, man. It's actually, wow. I can't get into the headspace of someone who would change their behavior or their opinions based on someone being like that to them. It's impossible. I can't physically, I don't have any reference point. Normally I can try to empathize with people and be like, okay, I wouldn't think like that, but I can see your logic. I don't get it. I don't get the mindset. It's crazy. Fuck. Ushakov gave Putin this advice. Putin followed it. How do we know? Because Putin did, in fact, call Trump on October 16th. The call lasted for more than 2 hours. Trump said the call was productive and that the two leaders would soon meet, potentially in Budapest, which never happened. During his meeting with Zelensky on the following day, he did not offer Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine. Instead, he became emotional and hangry. Angry, probably both. In keeping with a long-standing Russian demand, Trump tried to persuade the Ukrainians to give up Ukrainian land in Donetsk province that they currently control. Did something just slip off my desk? What the fuck? Oh. I have to catch it. Fuck. Ooh. Got him. It's my keyboard. My musical keyboard almost fell. My little beat pad. All right. My 25 keys. All right. In keeping with a long-standing Russian demand, Trump tried to persuade the Ukrainians to give up Ukrainian land in Donetsk province that they currently control, land that the Russians would not have been able to conquer after more than a decade of fighting. Have not been able to. This is what Putin wants, to obtain Ukrainian territory without fighting for it, to weaken Ukraine and to use any temporary ceasefire as an opportunity to plan the next invasion. With a single phone call, one insider told Politico last month, Putin appears to have changed President Trump's mind on Ukraine once again. But that's your one phone call. Right there. It's an anomaly, and it works on people like Trump if you compliment. Fuck me. This was Witkoff's achievement. Working with another Kremlin insider, Kirill Dmitriev, he went on last week to propose the 28-point peace plan that could, if carried out, temporarily stop the fighting, but position Russia to invade a weakened Ukraine at a later date. Obviously, that's every fucking deal that Russia wants, is one that allows them to lick their wounds and try again. Fuck me. I don't know why people like, where's our Winston Churchill to look at it and be like, no. No. It's all we need. I've written this before, but it cannot be repeated often enough. This war will end only when Russia stops fighting. The Russians need to halt the invasion, recognize the sovereignty of Ukraine, and drop their imperial ambitions. Then Ukraine can discuss borders, prisoners, and the fate of thousands of kidnapped Ukrainian children. But the only way to persuade Russia to stop fighting is to pressure on Russia. Put pressure on Russia. Not Ukraine, Russia. The Ukrainians have already said they will stop fighting and agree to a ceasefire right now on the current lines of conflict. Yet, Witkoff is seeking to persuade Trump not to put pressure on Russia, and we don't really know why. Witkoff had no previous diplomatic experience, so perhaps he is naive. He spent many years in New York real estate at a time when Russians were spending fortunes on property, so perhaps he feels gratitude. Maybe he's helping Russia win because he has the deepest respect for Vladimir Putin. As he told Yushakov, he admires his brutality. Maybe he or others in the White House entourage have business interests tied to Russia, or hope to. In addition to discussing peace, Witkoff has also been, according to the document made public last week, talking with the Russians about American investments in the areas of energy, natural resources, infrastructure, artificial intelligence, data centers, rare earth metal extraction projects in the Arctic. Whatever the reason, Witkoff is prolonging the conflict. He is not promoting peace. His call to Ushakov was not, as Trump said last night, a normal negotiating tactic. Every time he intervenes advocating for Putin's positions, he encourages the Russians to think that they can get Trump on their side, pull America away from Europe, break up NATO, and win the war. In other words, every time he intervenes on behalf of the Russians, he contributes to the deaths of Ukrainians, the attacks on infrastructure, the ongoing tragedy that affects millions of people. If this were a normal American administration, he would be fired immediately. But nothing about this negotiation or this administration is normal at all. Wow. So, this is the transcript. Okay. I need my Russians or Spider to read this with me. I want to get my water. Hang on. Wait, that's not a Russian. That person piled in immediately. I'll wait. I don't know who they are. Hang on. Also, Word, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Did you cover Trump canceling Biden's executive orders? No, I thought you did that ages ago. He did that. Well, he did that for a lot of them already, didn't he? He did that for the sanctions on the settlers. I know that one. 32 minutes left in the goal, guys. 2 more to go. 2 more. Huh, quick. Get back. Okay. What is this? Let's see. 5-minute phone call. Damn. That's the one that made the difference. That is a very perfect phone call. Wow. Do I still have my little piece that I can use for this? I must. And I think it's here. I think I actually remember exactly where it is. It's in this folder, then this one, then this one. Okay. Yeah. Is this right? Okay. I might have to loop it. Will it loop? Does this player have a fucking loop option on it? Oh yeah, it does. Nice. Okay, let's go. This is the transcript, okay? Phone rings. Steve Witkoff. Hi, Yuri. Yes, Steve. Hi. How are you? Good, Yuri. How you doing? I am okay. I can't do a Russian accent. Holy fuck. Why have I lost a Russian accent? Hello. I am okay. Congratulations, my friend. Okay, there we go. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you. You made a great job. Just a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Yuri, and thank you for your support. I know your country has supported it, and I thank you. Yes. You know, that's why we suspend the organization of the first Russian-Arabic summit. Yes. Yeah. Because we think you are making the real job there in the region. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I think if we can get the Russia-Ukraine thing solved, everybody will be jumping for joy. Duh. You need to solve only one problem. What? Russian-Ukrainian war. I know. How do we get that solved? My friend, I just want your... Do you think that it will be useful if our bosses will talk on the phone? I can't do it. I fucking... Yes, I do. You do. And when you think it could be possible. I think as soon as you suggest, my guy is ready to do it. Okay. Yuri, here's what I could do. My recommendation. Yes, please. No, wait. Please. I'm thinking about terminal now. I would make the call and just reiterate that you congratulate the president on this achievement, that you supported it, that you respect that he is a man of peace, and that you're really glad to have seen it happen. So I would say that. I think that it's going to be a really good call. Because let me tell you what I told the president. I told the president that the Russian Federation have always wanted a peace deal. That's my belief. I told the president I believe that. And I believe the question is, the issue is that we have two nations that are having a hard time coming to a compromise. And when we do, we're going to have a peace deal. I'm even thinking that maybe we set out like a 20-point peace proposal, just like we did in Gaza. Gaza. We put a 20-point Trump plan together that was just 20 points for peace. And I'm thinking maybe we do the same thing with you. My point is this. Okay, my friend. I think that very point our leaders could discuss. Hey, Steve, I agree with you that he will congratulate. I can't fuck me, man. I'm gonna kill myself. Fuck me. Alright. He will say that Mr. Trump is a real peace man, and so and so. Wait, that is Yuri, yeah? That he will say. I don't care. I'm not doing the fucking ruble shit anymore. But here's what I think would be amazing. Okay. What if? Hear me out. I will discuss that with my boss, and then I come back to you, okay? Yeah, because listen to what I'm saying. I just want you to say, maybe just say this to President Putin. Because, I have the deepest respect for President Putin. Yes. Maybe he says to President Trump, Steve and Yuri discussed a very similar 20-point plan to peace that could be something that we think might move the needle a little bit. We're open to those sorts of things, to explore what it's going to take to get a peace deal done. Now, me to you, I know what it's going to take to get a peace deal done. Donetsk and maybe a land swap somewhere. But I'm saying, instead of talking like that, let's talk more hopefully, because I think we're going to get a deal done here. And I think Yuri, he's saying his name to keep his attention. Very clever, wow. The president will give me a lot of space and discretion to get to the deal. I'm not doing the accent, fuck you. I see. So, if we can create that opportunity, that after this I talked to Yuri, and we had a conversation, I think that could lead to big stuff. Okay, that sounds good. And here's one more thing. Zelensky is coming to the White House on Friday. I know that. I will go to that meeting because they want me there, but I think, if possible, we have that call with your boss before that Friday meeting. Before, yeah? Correct. Okay, I got your advice. So I discuss that with my boss, and then I come back to you, okay? Okay, Yuri. I'll speak to you. He keeps saying his name. Oh god, the schmoozing. This constant fucking repeating of his name. I'll speak to you soon. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Wow. Okay, it was not my day for performance. Sorry. Fuck you guys. But thanks for the 9.99s. 2 of them. One from Indiscret, and thanks for you for the other. Accent now, Chinese accent instead. Nice one. That's fucking insane, though. It's crazy. The fucking Zelensky and the laughing, man. I need to have heard the chuckle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus. That's so crazy, man. What a state. Okay, my friend. Oh, God. Should play the music in real time as you're reading. That would be quite difficult, I'm afraid. Yeah, the constant, and I think, Yuri, it's like the fucking Wolf of Wall Street. Like, now listen here, John. Our analysts have been looking at the stats, okay? We've been looking at the growth of this thing. And this thing is going to be fucking huge, John. Let me tell you what's going to happen next, John. You're going to put your money where your mouth is, okay? And you're going to wish that you're only going to wish that you'd invested more, okay? This is huge, John. Okay, I got you for $2,000, John. Okay, I got you locked in right now. Okay, you with me, John? We're gonna be big. We're gonna make it big together. We're gonna make a lot of money together, John. And he's like, whoa. Okay, I don't need to, need to, dot the I's and cross the T's. Okay, he's like, listen, John. Okay, are you an American or an Americant? Huh, John? Are you a winner or a fucking procrastinating late bird loser, John? Are you in the club? Are you ready to fuck this country right now? Look at this stock, okay, John? This stock is waiting. This stock is a pussy waiting for you to fuck it, John. If you don't get there in time, someone else will do it, John. You want to lock that in? There's an opportunity at your door right now. You're going to regret not investing more, John. And John's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll do it. Yeah, okay. Give me 4,000. Yeah, brilliant, John. Good man. Good, John. I always believed in you. You've definitely, you're a businessman, John. You're a risk taker, a maverick, John. Jonathan. Yeah, well, I was going to ask my wife first, but you just seem like such a trustworthy guy, and man, it's so mad that everyone knows that's kind of like a technique, but people do it anyway. Because I guess in the moment you're not really thinking. Fuck. Yes, I learned sales. Man, if someone ever talks to me like that, I feel like they're I feel like I can't trust a single word that's about to come out of their fucking face. I can't do it. I feel like I need to report them for preemptive raping. Anyway, right. Subscribe, you fucking assholes. I mean, sorry.